So we're off on my solo hunt, my first probably ever solo hunt I've ever done. Heading off to my mate's place again. We've had not a lot of success because the last few times I've been there been pretty silly, I guess you could say. Shooting a lot of rounds before going out and hunting. And then the last time I was there, I was just doing my thermal sights. And yeah, I was only there for like maybe 6 hours or something like that. So yeah, I got the bike on the back. So let's hope it lasts the journey. It's the first time going out using the electric dirt bike. It's a DHZ 5000, I believe it is. Pretty reasonably priced. It was only $3,400 brand new. So still a lot of money, but for what it could be used for, I think quite reasonably priced. But yeah, I'll take it out for the next few times we go hunting, and hopefully the price, you know, holds up to longevity. But yeah, very excited about it. So I got with me today my Ruger. Got my Ruger Gen 2 308 with a thermal sight. Then I've got my wedge tail in 223. And then I also brought my Henry Supreme in 300 blackout. That one's getting fully modded out to be like a short barreled rifle from Ranger Point Precision. But just thought I'd take it out and shoot some rounds through the iron sights. Yeah, so pretty excited about it. And now we're just going to crack on with the trip there. So stopped off to get a brewski, and I was told by a gentleman just approached me because I got a Jeep. He gave me a duck. I didn't realize there was a movement. I have to do some goggling, but apparently a lady was driving around and someone posted on her car, "Go back to your own country." I'll bleep that out. And yeah, so instead of getting angry, she just bought ducks and put ducks on all the Jeeps. So didn't know that was a thing. So thanks to Maddie, just came up to me and just gave me a duck. So how cool is that? So it's called Jeep ducking. It goes back to the COVID-19 pandemic. A lady called Alison Parliament. She's apparently passed away now. Rest in peace, Alison. But yes, she had a bad, unnice altercation with someone in a car park. And instead of getting aggressive back, she wrote a nice note on a rubber ducky and left it on the Jeep. Now it just turned into a viral thing that Jeep owners do to each other. So keep it up. I could have completely butchered that story, so apologies. So if you did want to get a e-bike and you want to not buy a trailer, I just bought this Giants motorcycle rack with the 2-inch hitch, I believe. Pretty reasonably priced. Oh. And Varley helped me put this together, so it took me a while, more than it needed to. So anyway, I head out to my mate Carl's place with the bike on back, and so we pull up, and when you got this bike holder, you do need to get a couple more ratchet straps, one over the seat, and I just did the wheel to the hitch so it doesn't move around. Just got out of here. What I'm going to do is quickly get the bike off and then head over to the neighbour's house just to let them know that I'm here. I'll probably just take my wedge tail with me and a battle bra and go for a bit of a look around. Apparently there was some sighting of some deer close by, so some rooster deer. So let's get this bad boy off. So just ripping off the ratchet straps, it comes with a ramp that attaches onto the bracket as well, and you just wheel it off. It's not rocket surgery, but super handy, super lightweight, and easily done by yourself. It only weighs about 70 kilos. So even if I'm just going for a short trip, like just bashing around, I always have a litre of water in my chest rig, just because I don't want to kind of put myself in a situation where, 2 reasons: survival, and like if I'm out shooting and I don't want to go back for a resup, more water, you know, I can continue my hunt for longer, and that 1 litre of water really will get you out of trouble. So yeah, just got 1 litre here. Usually have 2 if I'm going out for a prolonged one, but I'm not. I've just got in my other one, I got gloves, torches, tourniquet, first aid kit, and water, magazines. So cool story. I also got my super special tactical helmet. It's mainly just for the Wilcox mount at the front that I can film with, and it fits with Hearing Pro. Yeah, I'm a worry. I'm worry as fuck. So I'm going to go through some series of videos of me driving past the camera, just to show you how quiet it is. Enjoy. dropped off at the owners of the second property I'm on, and they said they saw a herd of deer the other day just up on this ridgeline. So I'm going to head there now, scope it out during the daytime, just so I know where to go at night time, and then hopefully if I don't see anything now, go back with the thermals and see if we can get some deer, and yeah, hopefully it sounds pretty successful. Famous last words. So let's talk about the actual bike itself. So it's a DHZ 5000E. It is a smaller bike. I'm a small guy, so I don't need a big bike. You can get a 6000, which is a bigger bike, a bigger variation. But it handled the terrain amazingly. As you see here, I'm going up a pretty steep hill on rocky, like a rocky gravel surface, and I went up it easily. There's a 3-gear mode on the handlebars. There's 1, 2, 3 is like low power, medium power, high power. If you're on a steep hill and you're not able to get the power, you just flick it to number 2 or 3 and it will zoom straight up to the thing. There was nothing that this bike couldn't get up. It was the rider that was the issue, if anything. So I highly recommend this thing. It can go up steep terrain, over logs, over erosion. And if you're a skillful rider, you definitely can get a lot out of it. If you don't have the cash, obviously, to purchase something like this, that is completely understandable. It is an expense, and it is a luxury. Like, it's not needed to go hunting, but if you're like me and you want to keep off your feet as much as you can, this is definitely something you should invest in or save up for. So anyway, so I did my rounds on the paddocks, and I think I went a bit too far, so sorry to Webby's neighbour if I went onto your property, but as soon as I found out I was in the wrong paddock, I turned around and I didn't shoot anything. So yeah, heading back to camp, sorting myself out for my night hunt and setting up camp for a little bit, and then go out for a night hunt, come back for some food, and then head back out. Whoa, dang. Color me impressed. Honestly, this thing is amazing. Like, for the amount of money I paid for it, amazing. Obviously this is the first trip, so we'll see how it goes over like longevity and durability, but highly impressed and recommend. I was able to do like 10 kilometers this afternoon, nice and cash, just with my day sight on my wedge tail. Now I'm gonna tee up my thermal sight. It's super quiet, as you can tell from the footage I've taken. So let's get this little camp set up, ready for season. So I am looking to upgrade my rooftop tent and my awning now, as you'll see what happens later on in the show. So if you've got any suggestions, chuck in the comments. I'm just out here for one night. I'm just sleeping in a swag, because I can kind of leave early in the morning and I don't want to have to dry out my rooftop, or then pack it up wet, then dry it when I get home. So just sleeping in a swag underneath this tonight. Hope I have a little fire going, because apparently Webby said it's very cold. So let's hope I go alright. Samantha's just sending me photos of like Barley's lips because they're so cute. I don't know how windy this is going to be, so I'm going to do some guide ropes, but that's about it, and then get ready for dinner. As you can see, I've got my beautiful blade from Iron Gate Company, knife company. I shouted out in my last video, but hopefully we can do something with it today. But if not, it feels really nice. Even on the bike, and its sheath feels really good. Just like I said, I don't know how windy it's going to be, so I'll put a few of these bad boys in. Guess what? It was very windy. Very windy, as you'll see soon. I'm not going to have a fire all night, so that should be fine. People have got at me for this Harris bipod, saying it's cheap and nasty. And guess what? That's exactly why I bought it, because it's cheap and nasty. Is it good? No. No, it's not great. But it's done its job. I am going to take it off because it hurts my back. But yes, I will buy a proper bipod. Once I find a rifle I actually need a bipod for, like, this is fine. It's not really a bench gun. So, yeah, I don't know. Once I find a proper gun I want to put it on, I will. But yeah, this $50 bipod has done what it needs to do. But you're right, it is pretty trash. So I'm just gonna take that off and put my sling on, because I have the bike to use as my bipod, which is fantastic. All right, let's do this. Night hunt ready. Try to get some drone footage of the sunset, but didn't want to play par, so here is from my head camera. That sounds fun. Right, let's do it. So spoiler alert, I go out at sunset. I don't see a lot, like a lot of kangaroos, a lot of wildlife, just wildlife I'm not there to shoot. So just enjoy some nice, I guess, ASMR of me riding around. Just kind of showing the bike and how beautiful sunset is in this beautiful land. Myself a little lanyard because I don't trust myself. Let's do it. So there was some watering holes I saw during the day, so I obviously jumped off my bike a little bit before, scared it out a little bit, but there was some bunnies and stuff. I didn't want to drax the bunnies when I threw away. I was trying to get some bigger deer and dogs, so I think next time I'm going to bring out like a little 22 and try to slot some bunnies while I'm there. But yeah, so like I said, Dusk wasn't too successful, but it was a great time to get all the gear out. As you can see, when I was scanning with a monocular, I always had both eyes open just because I hate that eye strain. I guess I'm a pussy that way. So the sun is setting, if you can see it over there, and I'm just on this high ground with some pretty good ops left and right. Apparently there's deer and dogs around here. Haven't seen much sign, but I'm not the best tracker, so we will see. I got my warm weather gear because it's going to get cold. So anyway, it might be all thermals from now on, but who knows. I'll go back in a couple of hours back to the Jeep, cook up a feed, come back out. Because dogs are coming around like 1 or 2 a.m. So I'll probably come around then. So I did the northern part of the property, which is the neighbour's property. Then I'm going to head over to my mate Webby's place. He's got a front paddock, 2 front paddocks that are quite open with low growth. So I'm going to go there, do some scanning, and then yeah, head back for a feed. So this is the scan of the bike in red light. Got a little sticker on the front. Some people ask for stickers to be sent out to you. I can do that. I just got to make more of them. And I don't want to charge much more than what they're worth because, yeah. So let me know if you're keen for some stickers. Got that designed by the same person who does my Boohurt graphics. So pretty cool. So the cool thing about the bike is that it can be your shooting platform. So there you got my monocular and little satchel there. Handlebars. This is the seat. And I've got some just wallabies over there. Nothing crazy. So as you can see, it's got the range and a large cross on my crosshair. That large red cross is your aim off. So if it wasn't at 100 meters, I'm 0 to 100 meters. Say it was 200 meters, it would be down my reticle more. So it gives you your aim off point, which is cool. What I learnt from going out by myself is that being your own gate bitch is time consuming. Yeah, that's the biggest takeaway. Gates take up a lot of time. Oh my god. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, Sam, are you worried that you're not going to shoot anything? I think last 3 times you've been here, or twice, you haven't got anything. No, I'm not worried because it's called hunting, not killing. So just like it's called fishing, not catching. So yeah, hopefully tonight we get some pests, maybe a deer in the morning. But I'm not too worried. It's just being out in this environment is amazing. After having a baby, like it is hard being away from the little baby, from Bali, but you know it's nice to get out there. And I'm very lucky that I can do this. Other people have jobs where they have to go straight back to the office. So I'm very blessed to be out here, and hopefully I can help Webby out with some pests. And if not, I'm able to rep some brands that have given me some awesome kits. So, but yeah, big thanks to everyone that watches and comments because it does help. And yeah, pretty hungry. I just want everyone to know that I'm a beginner hunter, by the way. I'm very new to hunting. Like, I'm not new to shooting, or even going to shoot animals, but going out by myself, equipment, rifles, this is all brand new to me. So I'm just learning. So if you've been watching YouTube videos of like hunting outdoors and you want to get into it, I just took the jump. I just got into it. Yes, I've sunk a bit of my own money into it, but you don't need to buy all the fancy toys. And I'm lucky enough to have a social media platform, so I have got some pretty nice toys lent to me. So if you want to get into hunting or just getting outdoors, do it. It's hard, it's tricky. This is the first time I've ever done a solo hunt by myself. So I burnt my neck sock on the pan before. See, beginner or just an idiot. So yeah, take the leap, get out there. It's very fulfilling, and I'm still learning, as you can tell by all the mistakes I make. Let me make mistakes for you. All right, let's get into the night hunt. It's only 9:30, so I'm gonna go down into this little creek area, sit around, I think it's still called glassing with the thermal sight. Glass up with a thermal sight, chill out. Hopefully we get some devs. If you want to get some awesome head torches, check out Nightcore and use my code SRAD to get 10% off torches, batteries, power banks, everything you need. Boom, Nightcore. Absolutely awesome. You also get red light for all you tactical nerds out there. Oh, we? Yes, we do. We have it right here, boss. So yeah, check them out. Heaps of range of torches, headlamps, handheld torches, tactical torches. Go check them out. Now onto my thermal equipment. I'm using Pulsar's Thermion 2 LRF Pro, and the monocular is the Talos XP50. These are an awesome bit of kit. Like, honestly, I know they're quite expensive, but if you have room for it in the budget or it's worth saving up for, please go for Pulsar. They're second to none. The quality is amazing and you will not regret it. So that's the night done. I was going to say it a bit later, but I think I'm going to get up earlier and try to get some morning work done. But even without getting anything, my setup is like the bike and the rifle setup is good. I just got to tweak the rifle holder, and yeah, exactly what I wanted this kind of solo outing to be, to sort my equipment out. And yeah, so hopefully in the morning we get something, but if not, it's a success in my mind. This bike, honestly, I can't talk it up enough. I'm gonna get some shut eye and see you in the morning. Apparently it gets down to -3 degrees, which is crazy for Queensland, so let's hope this woolen blanket and silk liner will cut the mustard. I've got a jumper in here just in case. But yeah, let's do it. Morning. Very, very windy this morning. So we get up, do a quick hot lap. And honestly, I don't think we're going to get too much this morning, but get some more riding done, and that's what I'm going to do. You don't believe it, my awning just snapped from the wind. That is very, very upsetting. I only had one guide rope up, as you saw, that I put up yesterday. And yeah, absolute, that is shattering. That is fucking shattering. Fully snapped it off. Dang, it wasn't even that windy. So I got just one, but two of the bat wings have snapped off completely. Sweet. I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm going to put that away. Alright. Let's just go for a hunt and we'll sort that out after. So anyway, I muck around for it in the morning, the sun rises, and this just shows how good the bike is. I'm literally rolling down this road, and there's 3 deer just staring at me. So I do hesitate before shooting at these deer because I didn't know exactly whose property that was, and I didn't have a great idea of in that direction what I was shooting at. I know there was a hill behind it, so it was pretty safe, deer right there. But I wasn't 1000% sure it was the right property just and left. If it was a safe shot. As I haven't walked through that scrub yet. But as you can see here, I got a perfect broadside shot, perfect double lung. I just wasn't 100% safe taking that shot. So I'm pretty happy with myself to control myself not to shoot that deer. As you can see, it was standing still. And you can see they're walking from right to left. And then I saw which way they were tracking. I just ran up there. And they're not too far away, about 100 meters. So tracked them a little bit with my eye, and yeah, just keep on watching. Why did I hesitate? I don't know. Boom. So as you can see, the deer did drop. And I went up there for about, 45 minutes to an hour looking for a blood trail. Couldn't find anything. So then I went onto my phone to check my thermal sight. Just the triple check I did. Actually drop it. And I did drop it. So I was like, okay, sweet. It's here somewhere. So I went up. Once again, no blood trail. But then I did see a big drag mark. So, and by drag, I mean tumble mark. The body of this deer tumbled all the way down to the creek line, which is about maybe 5 meters from where this video shoots, or 5-10 meters. And it tumbled down maybe 25 meters, maybe like a 15 meter, not a straight drop, but very steep terrain, covered in lantana. Couldn't see the body. So I got my thermal sight out again to look for a heat signature, found a heat signature. Couldn't be sure, had to get some binos out to look, and yes, there was the body down there. And then I did a further maybe 40 minutes to an hour to try and get my bike around to try and get in position to get to it. But yes, unable to get to the body, which is very upsetting. But happy to be able to get a pest off the land. But yes, I wish I kept my head cam on because it was a lot of swearing and a lot of frustration trying to get there. But yes, very happy with that. Next time, I just won't hesitate. So I saw 3 deer looking at me you probably see it on my thermal. And at the start, I was like, are those little cows? I thought they were calves. Because Webby's place is in that direction. I thought it was like, maybe some calves got through, but then looked down my scope and there was some deer. And then I second guessed myself again, thinking, fuck, am I allowed to shoot on that property? And then they took off. And yeah, I probably froze for a little bit longer than I had to. Only because this is pest shooting, and last time I went deer hunting, you had to make sure you had the right age and stuff. For some reason I got confused. And I'm still new to hunting, so yeah. At least they're out here. Good way to finish off a hunt, actually seeing something, or a cull, which is nice. So yeah. Next time I just won't hesitate. And I'm sure the neighbours, they've all given me permission anyway if they see anything on their property to shoot. I think I was just being a bit too cautious. But oh well. That's what you get. Better to be cautious than go home with regrets. So got a pretty steep hill. I'm gonna test it before I leave with the bike. It's rocky as well, so I'll have it filmed here and me going down and up. So it may not look like it, but this hill is very, very steep. You can see when I get to a little bit of distance, it starts to skid out. So my skills on the bike isn't the best. So before you start ripping on me, well, you can rip on me anyway, but yeah, very new to riding bikes. So this is quite steep and rocky. Let's go to the GoPro footage of me going down and then up. Oof. Oof. Control. I thought I was done for then. So going down easy, let it roll down and slide down where you can. So going up, I've learned from my friends that are very experienced on dirt bikes that momentum is key, and also you don't have to directly go up a hill like this. You have the room to zigzag up it. But here is a reel I made that pretty much sums up how it was trying to go directly up this hill with zero knowledge and skill on a bike. Oh my god. Confidence is key, confidence is key. Holy fuck. Too rocky. Fuck. Confidence is not key. Alright. I can't wait for the heroes to be like, maybe learn how to ride the bike first. Well, this is me learning. I just threw myself in a deep end with a rifle on it, so suck it. I found out the very hard way that you just don't go straight up hills on a dirt bike. You gotta go zigzag up. But hey, look, lessons learned. Lessons learned. Oh boy. Oh hey, what's going on? So anyway, that's pretty much the end of it. Yeah, pretty, I think successful. The bike's awesome. A few things I need to tighten up on the rack. Anyway, just if you want to get into hunting or getting outdoors, it's just get into it. You don't need all this fancy gear. Look, I've got it all and I still fucking suck. So get into it and see you on the next one. Let's go get a brew. You.